Hello and welcome. This is Brandon Wendell, Chartered Market Technician. I'm going to do some analysis on the Nifty Index from India. People have been requesting that, so I heard you. I'm going to do it. Anyway, looking at the weekly charts, we had a nice move to the upside for quite some time here for 2021. However, we see a negative divergence that occurred a few weeks ago, about a month ago actually. You can see that the lower highs on the RSI with the higher highs on price led to a pullback. Now, as we're rallying back up, we are getting much weaker price action. The smaller candles you're seeing, the two green and then this week's red, are very, very weak in comparison to the previous moves. If we do climb back up to this prior high, but don't get higher with the momentum, we're likely to fail once again with the negative divergence. I don't think we're going to get that high first anyway. It looks as though we're getting ready to pull back a little bit more, maybe down to the 17,561, 38% retracement. We haven't hit that yet. We came close, but didn't hit it. So we may be putting in a lower high and then even possibly a lower low that could take us down to 50% or 17,239. Going into the daily time frame, you can see that prices have just now reached up into an area of supply. We had a drop-based drop supply zone that we almost hit and then just did. And as we hit this, we try to make a higher high, but the RSI failed to get above 60. If we stay below 60, supply holds, and we are likely to push back down and break these lows. Now, we couldn't break previous lows right here. You see we had a low put in price. When prices came down, it couldn't break that prior low because we started with the RSI above 60. But here we are now below, and that means we could continue to push down, possibly even all the way down to the 16,712 area if this continues to impulse downwards. Now, of course, if we build up a little bit of momentum, push through the supply zone, the RSI at any time gets above 60, we've got a really good chance of getting through that 342 and actually making new highs. But it does feel like the market is heavy and correcting up, impulsing down right now. On the 4-hour chart, you can see the weakness there as well. Now, we're moving more sideways, but slightly up. And this is a correction mode. You can almost put lines around this as a channel as it moves to the upside. Can't seem to get above 60. Can't go below 40 either. So that's what I was saying. Momentum has been lost since consolidating a little bit. And the more you consolidate and the flatter you go in price, the more likely you are to have a big breakout in one direction or the other. In this case, I would say that there's higher probability of breaking down than up and testing at least a 17 and a half, that 17,500 area, or possibly the other zones I was mentioning earlier if we keep going. If you want to kind of fine tune this into some more detail, you can see we had a big impulse down. We are currently correcting up. We stalled at the first 23.6 retracement, kind of blasted through the 38.2 and right to the 50%, kind of bounced off these levels back and forth until finally here we are right now. Again, you see that channeling I was talking about to the upside, and we are seeing a little bit more bullish pressure as the RSI is above 60 on this time frame. But overall, we're seeing weakness coming in. It looks like it's going to push back down. We should bounce right around this 50% level. Like I said, we're going to be moving down, but we should bounce in that area. Would not make a fresh low right away. When we rally up, I'd be interested to see if there's another zone that forms up here. That would be my shorting opportunity, as I think we're going to break this overall channel back downwards. And that's what I'm looking for, is a potential push downwards in price. Going down to the 15-minute, not that it really means a whole lot because, in the bigger picture is what we want to look at here. But if you do look at some smaller time frame, you can see we did hit the zone, and we did it with the RSI way too high. So we're not making a new low. We're just kind of bouncing back and forth. But as we're rallying, we're not seeing a lot of momentum anymore. So this looks like it is getting ready once again to push downwards. Very first target is at 17,971.55. If you're looking for some intraday trades to the downside, look for a new zone to form because we don't really have one yet. But once we get a new zone forming, look for some sort of a selling opportunity, at least that target first, and then possibly even lower. So that's what I got for you on the Nifty. You can go ahead and follow me on and subscribe, actually, if you want to keep in touch with me and get more videos every week. I'll be putting them out, and hopefully I'll remember to put them out for all these markets. You can always request them as well. But if you hit subscribe, I'll be more than likely to you'll be able to see when the new videos come out. I'll be more than likely to follow up with some of those requests too. So until next time, everyone, trade safe, trade well, and take care.